Hello everyone, my name is Salar and this is Salar 3D Studio channel. This lecture is about how to model Voronoi Lattice structures in Rhino 7 using Grasshopper module. You could use these lattice structures in your energy absorbing applications or in industry or academia. I published 3 papers related to this structure that you're already seeing on your computer. So you could find the links to these articles through the caption section of this tutorial, and you could discuss anything about these lattices with me through LinkedIn or comments below. So let's just move forward to the uh, modeling stage so we could have a great lecture together. Thank you. Okay, let's start the modeling phase. So as you already know, I'm using Rhino 7, and you can open up your Grasshopper by using this shortcut and create a new file. We start with creating a domain box. You just need to double click on the gray surface, gray background, and then just write down the module that you want to use. Okay. In this stage, we're using domain box. Great. Okay. Create a populate 3D. Okay. So just want to note that, as you can see, every module that I'm adding to the algorithm is showing its effect on the perspective area, because if you just right click on every module, you could see that there is a preview which is actually on, and you could turn it off just to see the final result. Okay. The next step is to using Voronoi. Great. And the next stage is using the construction grep. The construction grep. Okay. And the next is using curve module. Okay. And the final will be simplifying the curves. Okay. And as the creating module, which is going to combine all the previous stages together and create the final Voronoi lattice structure, we are using multiply function. Okay, so let's just connect everything together. So we are going to connect B to R. The B is the box and the R is the region. Okay, then we will talk about the other sections of every module. So, and then we connect the population, which is actually point as a list, to the point part of the Voronoi. Then we extract the cells and connect it to the deep rep. Okay, let's just hide everything. You could just use this menu just by holding down your scroll button on every module. Okay, then we are going to connect edges, which is actually lines, to the curve, and then simplify it by this module. You could also turn off the preview of multiple functions together, and as the final stage we connect the curves to actually the multipliers. But we could still have the preview of the multi-pipe because the multi-pipe is our final structure. Okay, let's define a box. The box is actually the apparent volume of your final Voronoi Lattice structure. I'm going to have a 25, 25, 35 lattice structure based on my research articles, which I previously mentioned, and you could find the links to these articles through the comments and caption section of this video. So I'm going to assign numbers to this module, so just double click on the background type and write down what numbers you want. 25 and 35. Okay, I want to use 25 for X and Y dimensions of my final Voronoi Lattice structure. Just note that I just hold down the left button and draw this line and connect it to where I want to assign it. Okay, as you could see, and now 35 for the Z. Great. Okay, let's just turn these things off to see everything step by step together. Okay. Okay, let's just sort things out here. Great. Okay. Here is our Voronoi. Here is the population of our nodes, and you could assign how many points this populate 3D module assigned to your volume. So just you could use the number of points to add and random seed insertions. Okay, I'm going to assign like 15 points, 50 points, and you can see it decreased the numbers, and you could just increase it by using this module. Okay, 80 would be nice. And you could also change the distribution of your points by assigning natural numbers like 1, 2, 3 to the seed entrance and seed path of the module. So I'm going to use 1, and you can see the demonstration will be different. Okay, let's just use 2 to see the difference. Okay, as you could see, the distribution of the points are changing by the S, but it doesn't affect the number of your seeds. The N part of this module is the number of your seeds. Okay, let's just turn off and see what the Voronoi created for us. This is the Voronoi cells that we use to create our final shape. As you could see, in a better way, this module creates the cavity for us, and then we use the edges of these cavities to shape our structure. Okay, let's just turn things off. Here is another approach. As you can see, the edges are added in this stage. We could move forward to this module, which is a final module. Okay, here is the final Voronoi Lattice structure, but we need to assign some numbers for the extrude diameters. Okay, just choose 0.1, and I'm going to add it to extrude size. As you could see, it turns things out, and here's my final lattice structure. And for the final step, you need to right click on this module, choose bake, and do not forget to turn on this option which make your structure a singular structure. Okay, let's just turn off this module to see our final lattice. Okay, let's just maximize and see what we created. Here is our beautiful Voronoi Lattice structure. You could use it in your energy absorption applications and simulations. As always, do not forget to subscribe to my channel. Do not hesitate on asking your questions. Always available for your question. You could ask it through comments or my LinkedIn page. Thank you so much. Have a nice day.